Hi guys, so today I got for you a bit of a different video. It's gonna be a top 10 list of nothing new, because these fragrances I'm about to share with you have been in my collection for many years and I haven't worn them in a long time, so I decided to pull out some of my all-time favorite perfumes. Definitely keep on watching to find out more about them, and if you like this kind of video in which I'm not reviewing for you something brand new but just really appreciate something that has been in my collection for a while and I revisited, and maybe you would like to see something in this style more often, then make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and after you're done with that, we can get started. So the first choice I'm starting with is actually a pretty weird one for this time of year, because it's a very rosy, fresh type of fragrance by the brand J.U.S. that is called Rosamonda. It comes in this neon bright green flacon that I adore, and the scent is so beautiful. It just smells of vivid, very fresh, dewy, extremely youthful rose. It has a bit of a green touch to it, and it just smells very springy, ethereal, full of life. And typically I would wear a fragrance like this in the spring or summertime when it's a bit warmer and I'm ready for a beautiful floral fragrance that is so fresh and airy. I just really love also something a little bit fruity in here, but not sweet. Maybe that's actually the cassis leaf, but the rose accord is very full-bodied in this perfume. We have different kinds of this flower coming from Bulgaria. There is May rose, there is damask rose, but it smells so clean and fresh and I absolutely love it. So just in case you appreciate rose perfumes and you love modern rosy fragrances, I think this is such a versatile one, and I love to apply it during the day just because it lifts me up, and I miss the scent of roses from my mom's garden. So since it's not that cold yet, I can still wear a beautiful fragrance like this. And in case you're interested in this brand, they have pretty cool concept. If you purchase a fragrance, you will get the formula of the perfume, so you really know what's inside, and you can even get the fragrances with my discount just in case you want to. All the help information will be linked down below in the description box for you. But on that note, let's move on to my new obsession. I've never been into the note of tonka beans. I've always found it a little bit too heavy for me personally, although I really appreciate this material for the texture that it provides fragrances with. I feel like it's a little bit too dense for me personally. However, lately I've been obsessed with tonka bean as a note in perfumes, and I try to pull out as many tonka bean heavy fragrances in my collection as possible, and it appears that I don't have too many. So maybe if you can recommend me something, I'm working on a best of episode dedicated to this note. I would really appreciate your suggestions. But one of my top choices for this category is Magus by the brand Memoize London, and I really adore their collection, and this perfume smells divine. Oh my god, it's so powdery, really warm and spicy, truly delicious. I literally want to eat it. The texture in here is buttery smooth. It's kind of lipsticky too. I love the coconut with cinnamon, such an unusual combination of notes, but we also have the cardamom and coriander for this aromatic, warm, spicy feeling. There is violet that probably gives it this lipsticky, powdery, boudoir effect. Tonka bean sweetened by vanilla. There is benzoin for this powdery dry down, patchouli for the very luxurious feeling, and I absolutely love it. Also for the fact that it reminds me a little bit of Fève Délicieuse by Dior, which is another great tonka bean perfume. But I would really appreciate if you could share with me some of your favorites and let me know if you would be interested in a top list of tonka bean fragrances. But on that note, let's move on to another fragrance with this note, but it's actually about the tobacco, called Vanille Persuasive by LPDO, and it's an Italian brand with very inexpensive fragrances that are kind of dupes for more popular and expensive niche perfumes, and this one is inspired by the one and only Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford that I have. But I love to wear this one just because it doesn't make me feel too bad wearing the actual style that's expensive, so I don't want to run out of it. And if I have a really nice dupe, I would probably wear it most of the time unless I have a special occasion to go to, and then I really, you know, go fancy. But this is just like pretty much the same thing. Sweet, spicy tobacco. Vanilla in here is so chocolatey and I love it. Tonka bean is not too strong like in the previous perfume, but you know, it's there for the texture. And all these dry, fruity and woody notes, they go so well with late fall weather. It's cold and this is such a warming perfume. It's just very, very mysterious and addictive, super sensual at the same time. So I really love it. And in case you're looking for an affordable dupe for the Tobacco Vanille fragrance that is, you know, like a bestseller, and I feel it's still very much in, then I highly recommend you this one. But talking about dupes, I have another one by the brand One Perfumes, also from Italy, this time for Initio's Psychedelic Love, that is still on my wish list. My god, the day I get that really expensive fragrance, I will be like partying. And this is pretty much exactly the same, very psychedelic, elusively super sexy perfume that's so powdery, and there is something really carnal about it. Maybe that's the ylang-ylang flower mixed with heliotrope and myrrh. So it's powdery, it is resinous, and it is solar sunny. It smells so, so good, and I love to wear just to feel a little bit more, I don't know, sexier, vampire, just, you know, when I'm going bold, I'm going for this fragrance because I love the dry down. It just makes me feel so sexy. It's a very rich perfume. It smells addictive. It smells super attractive. It's bold. It performs so well. So I have another fragrance that's similar to it, but it's kind of like a mix of Psychedelic Love and Intense Cafe by Dua brand, but it's in the travel spray that I keep in my purse. So this is actually a very inexpensive Psychedelic Love dupe that I have a discount for, so it's going to be even more affordable, just in case you're interested in it. Link is going to be below. But I've also been really into some mossy fragrances and chypras, and my number one favorite is Le Scandalous by Anatole Labreton, because it's pretty much a vintage scent of Mitsoko, which is, you know, just like fall in a bottle to me personally. This tuberose is so dirty. It's very animalic. We have castoreum in here with lavender. They really feel almost nutty in here. Maybe it's coming from the nergamota, the dirty vibe, that rooty feeling. There is oak moss and it's wet. It's one of the main notes in here. I like how it's, you know, paired with opulent elaine. Once again, I really love that flower, and it's really interesting to wear it when it's not that summery. Pretty much typically time when I personally love to wear those tropical perfumes. Elaine is just like something very sultry, and of course there is like the signature peachiness in here that's so textural, velvety, delicious, but not too fruity. It feels a little bit dated, and I really love the dry down of it. The opening is a bit much, but it's so strong, you guys. Literally, I need just one spritz. That's why my bottle looks untouched, although I've had it in my collection for so many years, and I love to pull it out in the autumn when the leaves fall down. It just really goes well with this whole vibe. But yeah, with that being said, let's talk about another fragrance with a note of peach that feels more autumnal. That is a Patchouli Temptation from the Splendida collection by Bulgari. It's a designer fragrance, and you know, it's an easy grab for this time of year, just because, well, it's another textural perfume. I love texture in fragrances, as you can tell, and patchouli with orris, with peach, those are all very textural notes. It feels a little bit sourish in here, powdery, velvety, patchouli-ish, super sensual, super luxurious. I find it's one of the best designer fragrances for women that feels quite mature, but at the same time not too old-fashioned, but there is just like this mysterious touch in there, a little bit, you know, nostalgic. So I really like it in a way. But talking about, you know, the note of peach, something super sexy with it that I absolutely love to wear when it's getting colder year after year is my beloved Foxy by DSH Perfumes. Let me know if you remember me going crazy about this fragrance by DSH Perfumes. It's like the most sexy, like playful, boozy type of woody fragrance. We have amazing notes in here. It's just like such a gorgeous ambery, beeswaxy fragrance with some whiskey, with apple, with peach. There are some blossoms in here, but they're toned down by leather and thyme. There's oak, which is a little bit like boozy and not necessarily smoky, but just like, you know, very, very delicious woody notes. So yeah, this is fall in a bottle to me personally. Foxy has been in my collection for a while because it's kind of like love at first sniff, and it's not too out there, you know. Sometimes animalic perfumes can be scary, and Foxy is really sultry. So I really love to wear it when I'm going out. For example, I went to the festival here and drinking wine, glühwein, and eating some delicious treats. Speaking of which, you guys, Sweet Oriental Dream by Montal has been in my rotation as well lately, just because like this is a very heavy gourmand perfume. It feels edible. It's kind of like a pretty much spot on dupe for, I believe, discontinued Keiko Micheri's perfume Loukoum. So if you love sweet treats like baklava, Loukoum, then I think you might really enjoy this perfume. Almond in here is so sugary. Like think about vanillic honey and all the beautiful delicious sweets. It's so good, but it's quite strong. So I love to wear it in the summer because I'm that crazy person who adores extremely edible sweet gourmands when it's super hot, but at the same time it's also very cozy for the colder weather. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it lately, especially once again for going out occasions, just as Dionysia by Tiziana Trent. So you guys know that I feel this is such a sex appealing perfume, and it's kind of like dirty vanilla with oud, which is really cool and really mass appealing. People ask me about this perfume many times, so it's a compliment getter, and I believe you can get it with my discount at So Avant-Garde if I'm not wrong. The link is gonna be below, make sure to check it out. But the amber green here is like this key secret material that makes the vanilla smell salty but not oceanic, aquatic. I don't like that metallic saltiness in perfumes, but this is like that ambergris, super like salty, sweaty, but in a nice way. I don't know, that sounds a little bit off, but you know, there is like a dirty edge, a salty edge, the vanilla that's not too sweet, yet it just makes its thing, attracting people, and the sillage of it is this is a mind-blowing perfume. I've even reviewed it for you in, you know, a video many years ago, but I just love Dionysia, and I'm so glad that it's in my collection and I can go back to it and really enjoy it. It's also a very unisex perfume. I feel like a lot of men will smell great with it, but you know, I don't shy away from stronger perfumes, and that's for the last but not least perfume I decided to go back to and revisit in a way is Jury by Kajal. Stunning presentation and a gorgeous fragrance with honey, with spices, with ylang, with vanilla, patchouli, tonka. So basically all the notes I've been so obsessed with lately, because I feel like they are pretty late fall, winter appropriate, and this is like that gorgeous, cozy, and just very voluptuous, hugging, spicy fragrance. We got pepper, ginger, cloves, nutmeg in here, some flowers, but they're all sweetened, you know, they're just like a little bit the texture in here is very interesting. It's kind of like a glowy fragrance, but at the same time it feels I don't know, just swarming and tenacious in a way. So this is a very bold perfume. It projects really well. So I like to wear it with other fragrances, but on its own, it's just like so complex and one of my top choices for sure. So I've been really into sweeter fragrances lately, and once again, if you can recommend me some tonka bean perfumes, I'm currently looking for some new ones to add to my collection, because I go through stages of being addicted to one note or another, some certain style of fragrances. Let me know if you're the same and which fragrances that you've had in your collection maybe you forgot, similar to me, just because I have so many, and also always new ones to test, which I'm very grateful for. But yeah, it's nice to go back, not to basics, but to all-time favorite fragrances, and maybe I should do that more often. So, but of course, if you would like me to talk about newer perfumes in my collection, I've just got such incredible fragrances I cannot wait to let you know about. And I'm also a little bit into ginger, like, because it's, you know, in gingerbread and it's festive, so I'm also thinking of creating like a list of fragrances perfect for the festive season. Those are just my thoughts that I have on my mind. If you are interested in any of my ideas, then let me know, or maybe you have yours, then I would really love to hear about them. So in case you would like to see me sharing with you some of my maybe older but also good fragrances from time to time again, then let me know that. The easiest way to show me your, you know, interest is to just thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment below, share with me your favorites, and if you have any questions left regarding anything, I'm here to answer all of that. And follow me on my social media so we can stay in touch. And, you know, wearing all of these fragrances on me now is perfect because I'm about to go to a Ukrainian event in the mines, so I'm kind of dressed accordingly to that and smell amazing. So to have such incredible fragrance mix going on, I think it's gonna be very, very pleasant for people around. Shop perfumes with my discounts, and stay tuned, smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.